welcome back to the channel Living in the Philippines. This video will be all about the means of transportation in the Philippines. The geography of the archipelago, mountainous and divided into more than 7,000 islands, makes mobility solutions complex. Urban transport means jeepneys. It is the most popular form of public transport and has become a cultural symbol of Philippines. These are the origin of jeeps abandoned by American Army at the end of Second World War, which were transformed. Today, jeepneys are produced locally at factories in the Philippines. They are then lively decorated with bright colors. Jeepney transport remains a very traditional element of the Philippines. There are no really fixed stops. The passengers hails the vehicle on the way. To get off, you have to knock on the roof, and the price of the ride passes from hand to the driver, who checks and gives change while keeping an eye on the road. Jeepneys operate on official routes at regulated prices. They are among the cheapest modes of transportation in the Philippines. Taxis. Metro taxis are common in Manila and major provincial cities. Pickup fee is 40 pesos, then the cost is 15 pesos per kilometer and 4 pesos per minute wait. The alternative to metro taxis is carpooling with Grab, which has taken over Uber's business in Southeast Asia. This is a smartphone application for ordering a driver. We indicate our destination. The application returns us the time it will take for a vehicle to arrive, an estimated of the time of duration and the price. The price is fixed and it is indicated before departure. Tricycle. They are present in most of the cities and it's very cheap. The tricycle is similar to the Thai tuk-tuk. It is a sidecar attached to a motorcycle and covered with a canopy. Their size and design differs in each region. The larger ones can carry up to 7 people. It is the most common form of transport in most provincial towns. The cost of one trip is 10 pesos. For long distance, you need to negotiate the price before departure. Habal-habal. These are taxi motorcycles with an extended seat protruding from the rear wheel. Habal-habal are not means of urban transportation. They are mainly used in mountainous regions where the roads are difficult to pass by car or minibus and in places poorly served by public transport. They are capable of carrying an impressive number of people. Sometimes a passenger sits on the gas tank to counterbalance or maintain balance. Subways, only present in Manila. There are two networks, Light Rail Transit, LRT, and Metro Rail Transit, MRT. LRT is the first metro system in Southeast Asia. The first tram was put into service in 1905. The name light rail is arguably because the network is mostly high up, but the system is similar to a conventional metro. There are 3 lines, LRT-1, LRT-2, and MRT-3. They carry more than 1 million passengers every day and are good alternatives to the traffic jams in the capital. Interurban transport means buses. Large cities and provinces are dotted with bus stations and terminals, where several private companies operate. There are 2 categories of comfort, regular and deluxe. The ordinary is not air-conditioned while deluxe is, and in some cases has a TV and Wi-Fi. Night buses are comfortable, and above all very practical to limit the loss of time during transport during long journeys. Traveling by bus is very economical. A 1-hour trip costs around 80 pesos. Vans. They are faster than buses and follow the same route, while also present in provinces where public transport is rare. More expensive and smaller than buses. Vans are particularly suitable for short and medium-term trips. Trains. The Philippine National Railway, or PNR, is the national railway company in the Philippines. It operates only on the island of Luzon. The route connecting to Manila to the south of Luzon Island has been interrupted because the part in red is no longer operational. Planes. Several airlines are present. The main ones are AirAsia, Cebu Pacific Air, and Philippine Airlines. The prices can be 3 times higher than those of a boat trip, but certain promotional offers make the means of transportation very attractive. Flights pass frequently through Manila and to a lesser extent Cebu. It is often necessary to make a stopover in one of these two airports before reaching the final destination. Due to congestion at Manila Airport, there are regular delays. Better not to plan a too tight schedule. The first morning flights are punctual, and then the delay accumulates throughout the day. Means of maritime transport. With over 7,000 islands, the Philippines is served by countless numbers of ferry lines. It is the major mode of transportation in the Philippines. It is generally very cheap. There are several types of craft. Bangka, nicknamed the jeepneys of the sea. They are small wooden boats with two outriggers. They are used for short distances and are capable of docking at very shallow depths. The bangka make regular routes between islands. They can also be rented by the day for diving or snorkeling trips or trips around islands. Ferries. These ships are slow, but when the conditions are good, they are very pleasant. Unlike fast boats, they allow you to sit outside. It also offers the possibility of boarding a vehicle. Fast boats. Fast craft services are increasingly popular for shorter trips. They can cut the journey time in half, but usually cost twice more than ferries and only carry passengers. The liners. These large multi-deck boats cover long distances and can carry up to 4,000 passengers and vehicles. They offer different levels of comfort, going from the air-conditioned dormitory or not to the cabin for 2 or 4 or 6 people. Travel by these own means by renting a car. Many local agencies and all of the major international rental companies are present in major cities as well as at airports and some hotels. However, it is advisable to hire a car with a driver. In large cities, it is sometimes easier to hire a taxi service for a day than to go through a travel or car rental agency. Rental of two-wheels. Two-wheelers are a wonderful way to explore certain islands and are easy to hire. Rental companies are present on most tourist sites. It takes around 400 pesos a day for a scooter. The prices are decreasing for rental over several days. Driving license. A foreign driver license is valid in Philippines for 90 days and must be accompanied by an international driver's license. In conclusion, there are many means of transportation in the Philippines and is common to use to get to your destination. Some vans and bangka leave only when they are full, and the vagaries of the weather disrupt flights and sea vessels. You must allow enough gap in your schedule and, for example, avoid the last ferry because it could be cancelled due to the delay accumulated throughout the day. I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to subscribe and turn the bell on to receive notification of future posts. A big thank you for your support and encouragement. Please feel free to comment on topics that interest you. With that, take care and see you soon.